I wanted to actually come on here and talk about sports, and specifically the Washington Nationals going to the World Series without Bryce Harper. You know, it's hard for me to believe that these guys have done this well and all of a sudden they're going to the World Series, but they have a great pitching staff, and pitching is always something that helps, and when you have it, then you'd better win with it, because you know you're probably not going to have it forever. So really, with the Nats going to the World Series without Bryce Harper, that's personally got to hurt Bryce Harper. I mean, I would think that that's got to hurt him a little bit, considering that my understanding of the situation was that before he went into free agency, the Washington Nationals had offered him a $300 million contract, but he opted to enter free agency, and he ended up signing, I believe, a $330 million contract with the Philadelphia Phillies. So it's pretty interesting to see these guys win, and here's some headlines. Nationals fans troll Bryce Harper as they celebrate heading to the World Series without him. Nationals get Bryce Harper the best birthday present, and Twitter is here for it. And more. Nationals fans troll Bryce Harper. So it's you know, I don't fault this young man for chasing the money. I mean, but the reality is that if we're talking about $300 million versus $330 million, there's not that big of a difference. So I would have probably considered staying where I was comfortable at and where I was familiar, than jumping ship for an extra, what turned out to be $30 million. But my question to you guys watching this video is, do you think that these $300+ million contracts are the new normal, or are they anomalies and the market will not sustain it? Because we'll have some big names hitting free agency, and I just don't think that I personally don't think that these contracts are sustainable, for a variety of reasons, because I just don't think that it's realistic to have, you know, multiple players on your team making $30 million. I think it kind of handcuffs the franchise because they have so much money tied up in one player. But I guess we'll kind of see how these things pan out over time with the Trout contract, with the Manny Machado contract, and with the Bryce Harper contract. I mean, I know that these numbers are getting high in football as well. I think Russell Wilson's is averaging out around 35 million or so. But of course, their media agreements and what they sell their, you know, licensing for and stuff like that is different. So, but I don't even know that it's sustainable in football either. I think at some point the average hard-working blue-collar guy who works, you know, 9 to 5 or 60 hours a week or whatever, who buys these tickets and goes to these games, is going to get put off by these contract amounts and say, you know what, fuck you, I'm not supporting this shit anymore, because you guys went from a common, everyday, hard-working man to filthy freaking rich off of a child's game. So, you know, I don't have any ill will towards these guys making big money. Get it while you can, but I'm just saying that I don't know that this is something that is sustainable, honestly. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on it in the comment section below. That's pretty much it for this video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Have a great rest of the week. Later.